Hey yo, what's up, my beloved champions fam? It's the bad guy WWE champions, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new champions video, and we are here to knock out the brand new Money in the Zank limited time tour. This time it's all about the 2023 men's Money in the Bank match. So this one, the feature contest characters are any Shinsuke Nakamura, Judgment Day Damian Priest, and I believe there is one more. If I recall correctly, it is none other than Attitude Era striker Bret Hart, the best there ever will be. Now, we don't have Judgment Day Priest, and we definitely don't have Bret Hart yet, but we do have Shinsuke Nakamura, none other than King Nakamura right here. Modern era acrobat, and this is how we're going to be running it. We do have a legendary strap on him, but we don't have a plate on him, and we don't have the strap pieces to trade the plate that we would need to get this done and make this an easy clap. Now, the plate that I would need on him, or the one that you should use if you got him, I highly recommend it. It's a Sir Zorro build, and it's a plate that a lot of us have, or should I at least say we've all had an opportunity at picking up, and that's the Bad Attitude plate. That's the one that I would be recommending to go for. And I believe with Bad Attitude, you break blue, you recycle your black. That's what you would be doing with this one. But we have them at 5-star gold, and they do have an offer in the store that's highly affordable for you to get the 5-star poster of him, the 5-star card of him, or the fuse, depending on where you have him at in your roster. He's a character that literally drops left and right in a lot of banners and loots. So you more than likely even have him at a higher star rarity. But this is how we're going to run him. We got the double black and the blue. So we got the first up is Good Vibrations, where we're choosing an area to make into multiply gems. Then we have the flying kick that's going to allow us to generate more blue gems. And finally, we have the landslide, dealing damage and making multiply gems into blue. So that's basically the setup here. Now, obviously, like I said, if I had the Bad Attitude plate, if I had that on, by breaking the blue, I'm making it easy for me to cycle my blacks. That is what we would be going for. For the setup here, we're going to run this. This is the one that I used for autoplay all day on normal and hard mode. I had Ted DiBiase NWO for +2 black MP and the green on there, just because he's a double MP unit for when it comes to training abilities. But with the MLC perk, I'm basically, my blacks are topped off right out of the gate. Then we have Matt Hardy, Showboat, who's going to increase our multiply gem strength by 2. Then we also have multiply gem strength being increased by 1, and multiply gem damage from none other than the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, Trickster, Attitude Era Rock. And finally, we got Zombie Gunther coming through with the blue gems doing 30% more damage and multiply gems doing 60% more damage. Now, there's another route that you could go here. Even though you might not get more multiply gems out on the board, you could use Mosh for increased multiply gem strength and for more blue gems on the board, guaranteeing you the Zawal Cardo, especially if you had the Bad Attitude plate on there. That would help you cycle completely. You could use NXT Seth, who's given out to everybody, the blue gem generation. And I believe at 5-star gold, you would at least be putting out enough so you're spamming 10 gems to go out on the board and 10 blue gems, 10 multiply gems being turned into blue. So I'll just put Seth on here just to show you what he can do, because if we have to call that audible, then that is what we're going to do. And so this is the setup that I'm going to be using. You also have Demon Balor for more multiply gem damage. So yeah, if I put Seth on, I would be losing multiply gem strength by 2. It wouldn't be 8 anymore, but I would be putting mad gems on the board, so something more than likely is going to hit, or I'll have enough out there to make a wild card and get that popping and going. So we are going to run this, no autoplay whatsoever, and we're going to see how far we can get with King Nakamura himself. When King Nakamura came out, he was hands down one of the greatest acrobat units ever handed out to us players. The community was happy about him. They really enjoyed him, and he was a fun character. He still is a great Nakamura representative if you don't have the legend Trickster or the modern era Showboat, King of the Master of the King Shasa. Those guys are just in a league of their own. Even Showboat Nakamura was holding down the meta for a very long time, and his coaching ability is just a monster. With the I believe he is the other health still coach when it comes to moves. So for your final boss rocks, if you have Clubber Lang, Showboat Nakamura, and then you have Zombie Brian, if you were around long enough to have him, then you're just going to be smashing people and hurting people. Now, we are in hell mode, so we're going to see how this goes, how this hits. Obviously, it's going to increase in damage as we go along. So we got lucky, we got blessed with this, and now we're going to turn these multiplied gems into blues. And by doing so in that area, it's going to hit heavy. He might be down for the count, especially with that all happening. But if we had the bad attitude plate, remember, those blacks would have been cycled, and we would have been fully loaded again, and we would have just done it over and over and over again. So that is what I'm saying. If you're a free-to-play player and you do have the bad attitude plate, if you do have it and you do have it on have a strap for a modern era acrobat, and that's your guy, you're not making a wrong move with that. Now, granted, we're going to keep going up in difficulty, and as we've seen, it picked up a little bit. They got a little pep in their step. They got a little bass in their voice, and Nakamura's going to have to sit them down. If not, Nakamura's going to tag out, and we're going to get to a heavy hitter to just float in here and handle business. So, especially now with a sub-move guy, we're going to see what we can do. Strikers hit hard. They're glass cannons. Their health might never be the best, but they do hit hard enough that the health might not even matter when it's all said and done. So we're going to see where things fall. This is where Seth Rollins' plate would come into play. Well, not plate, but his ability, because we will be filling out way more on the board, and we're going to do our due diligence to not hit anything. So we might be able to take him down with these because they stayed in place. That choose area of multiplied gems is all right there, bundled up, and we'll see. We got him down to 200K. He's probably going to be down for the count. So Nakamura's doing good. He's doing really good. As for the women's side of things, I went back. I upgraded. Instead of paying for the Fuse Up pack for Nikki Cross, I just had the tokens. I went ahead and took her up to 5-star bronze, and legit 5-star bronze to 5-star silver. Ran triple black on her and just did the skip move. It was a little tedious. I'm not going to deny that. It was a little tedious, but I was able to go back and pick up those extra bonus points off screen. So we were able to get that done. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky, especially going up against LA Knight. If we can't get past Logan Paul, we're probably not going to make it towards LA Knight. And again, I don't have that many Shinsuke's out and about rocking and rolling. So we will see. Logan he's the ultimate disruptor for sure. He is a guy that there's so many different ways that you can run Logan Paul. He was in the 6-star gold loot. I was blessed enough to get him at 6-star bronze. And he literally has a move set for anything. He has a low charge move set. He has a control board move set with the submission. He's doing damage one way or the other. He has a move that makes the pin bar not move. So he's a guy that you want to be on the lookout for. And this is going to be interesting. This is times of old. We're seeing 5-star gold meta, 5-star meta versus 6-star meta. Logan Paul versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's see how things play. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I loved Shinsuke back when he was with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Back then, oh my Lord, he was a problem. He was a monster. He was good. And to me, in my opinion, he's a guy that can definitely be utilized to get people over. He's a great guy. He loves to perform. He puts in the work. He definitely got his flowers, but I do feel they messed up. They should have put the belt on him back at that WrestleMania. That is just my opinion. I personally feel that he should have got the belt, should have got the strap. It was a missed opportunity when that happened, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Now, as you can see, this is where we're probably going to fall, because this is where maybe running Seth and generating more blue gems would have gave us a better situation, because now he's going to be able to put multiply gems down. He's going to be able to destroy them. The pin bar isn't going to move. He's going to set everything up. So this is where the Logan Paul can get on your nerves. And we both started off around the same HP pool, so it isn't even that. This is just one of those this is one of those situations where, boom, he has that type of control. When you're going up against anybody who can make a lot of damage be done, whether move damage wise or gems being dropped on the board random, or putting them down yourself, it's very difficult to come back from that. It's very difficult. And as you can see, the gems there's 3 down. Now, that doesn't mean anything. We could more than likely use that move, the landslide, to turn those gems into blue gems to get it back, because technically they are multiply gems. But now here's the dilemma. We have to be able to set up the black moves, and we don't have those. So it puts you in a very bad predicament where we don't kick out. So we'll run this back one more time. We'll see if we can do something a little different. Maybe the board is more merciful towards us, but this lets us know I'm not using props. I'm not using cash. So this lets us know how things will probably go on if we went up against LA Knight too. So Shinsuke is able to do some things, but quite frankly, am I going to take him up for this? No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take him up just to handle handle one tour for that. It's not the end of the world if we don't get it. We just do what we can. So we're now going to go back in. We're going to switch it up. We're going to put Seth in here and see what happens when we put more of the blue gems down on the board, and we're able to make more into that. So we will see how this plays out. If we don't get it, we don't get it. But we tried, and that's what matters most. And we're having fun. We're knocking them out. We were able to take down a couple people. So we will see what goes down with this one. So rematch. We're going to put this down on the board. And actually, we're going to put this right here, because that would be nice if something lined up in there. Now that we're putting more down on the board, it's a chance. But then again, one of those random gems could be one of the blacks that I'm trying to set up. And that's exactly what happened. So, boom, he takes that. He's going to take a blue. Now he's got the blue. All right, now here we go with this. We're going to get the rest that are in this area. It's lined up to do something. So we did a stack. We got some black back. We knocked him down. But then he's able to do what he does. So this is one of those situations. Just learn from my flaws, learn from my mistakes. He gets the green back. The green isn't going to move. It's going to make damage. Now, this time the computer messed up a little bit. But he's going to cycle it. He's going to get it back. Now, either we get a Hail Mary pass, which we're not. There he goes. The AI gave us a little bit of false hope right there. And now, here's the thing too. Because there's so much on the board now, if we survive, if there's a way for us to cycle it, then it would be a great situation for us, because then we could use those to make something happen. But with how we just got hit, we're probably not going to be able to kick out. So that's the downside sometimes about some characters. You can only get so far with them, and we're not going to have anything for it. So this is where that's where Shinsuke ends. That's where it ends. And it's too much RNG on his side. That's the downside about Shinsuke. There's too much RNG in there for you to even have an appropriate shot. Now, we can look at his moveset one more time. It worked. It got as far. And there are some other things we could do right here. We could choose the blue. We could. We'll try something. We'll call an audible. He got us this far. Maybe we can do something crazy right here. So now we're going to put purple on him. This is going longer than expected, and that's absolutely fine. What's the move charge on these? These are 6 and 7. If I had a +2 purple plus the 4, be missing that one purple. We'd be missing that one purple that could help him out, because I could put rock on him. Rock would help. It would increase it. Blue. We're going to get into some shenanigans. We're doing this live. We don't believe in edits. That's not what we do around here. So now with this setup, because we're not spamming the board, we can go back to this. We'll be back up to 8. Yeah, irony. We're taking him off. We're taking Tech Rock off of Logan Paul. So we will have a charge. It's just the thing of how the board is when we go in. If I'm correct, the one to get the blue area, that'll be maxed. That'll be off. So, okay, we have that. So we can set up the finisher. There's a lot of purple on the board. A lot of purple on the board. So the blue happens, and we're loaded. Now, it's the question of, can it hit? He doesn't have anything yet, but the green is coming. So then we're going to have multiples of 8. We're going to have 12 down. We already got the blue. It's the thing, he just doesn't have enough gem strength so he can kick out of it. With all these, and they're random. Now, the plus side is on this one, we got a blue, we got a purple. We have things down. It's just the thing, does it hit enough so that he can't kick out? And I'm pretty confident that Logan Paul is going to kick out. Now, if he's able to do something where he makes the board drop and cascade, see, if it were weaker gems, we probably would have had him down. And we're fully ready to cycle up again. Like, I literally could just post up right at the very top. If things were to drop, see, if we were able to force a cascade, if that had happened, we might have been in the running. We might have been in the running for that. This is probably looking like one of those where I'm going to have to do it off screen just so I don't take up a lot of time with y'all. It's viable, but it's a thing of, if he's going to use that, we're pretty much done. He did that. He's going to cascade again. If he used it outside the multiplied gems, if he didn't use it on the inside like he just did, we might have been able to kick out. But we're not going to be able to kick out, more than likely. And that's cool. We tried. We saw the situation. We wanted to make something better happen out of it. But it's not in the cards right now. So we have that. We got 75,000. The purple's 44,000. Green, 75. Okay. Maybe. Pray for a pass. Boom. Okay. Now, let's try to load this up again. That's the thing. Like, this is RNG Jesus right now. It's RNG Jesus. It's like, whatever. And that's why we can't use him. Because it's too much RNG. You try to play it somewhere safe, somewhere smart. He's done. He's out. So I'll take care of this off screen again. And it is what it is. But he can't roll with him, man. He means well. He wants to. But he just don't hit. And when he can't hit, it's over for us. It ain't benefiting nobody, but it ain't benefiting nobody. See, and the cascade wasn't on our side. So we tried. We tried. We gave Shinsuke a moment, but just like how the WWE has done him, he was set up to rise, and oh, how quick he fell. So now we just go in with somebody different. We're going to go in with somebody that's just going to clean up shop and just call it a day. So this time around, we're going to use Roman Reigns and his moveset. We're going to be doing some damage. And he's the powerhouse, so he's going to be getting it. If you're seeing this video now, I did some pulls. I did some pulls on the 6-star spangled banner, and I was able to get the plate that I need that's going to help him cycle the Eternal Village, the Eternal Vigilance. So now, whenever we break that 5 of red, we're going to be able to get the blue back to keep buffing up his red move damage. So Roman's going to beat him. Roman's going to kill him. It's going to be fun. So he's going to make up for it. Where Acrobat fell off, a powerhouse is going to rise up and dominate. Doesn't matter what he disrupts. He's going to acknowledge the tribal chief. So this is how we're going to do it. We beefed up the move damage. And look, he's going to kill him right here and there. He's going to kill him. It's already done. 1 hit. Boom. Done. Move damage. And then we're going to do this up here. This will probably kill him anyway. Either way, he's done. So, boom. Cycle right there. The damage is still up, right? So then we beef it up again because break red gems, you get 3 back. It only takes 2 charge. So now we're sitting at 7 million. We're sitting at 8 million, right? So we'll just hit them one more time for the road, and just make those red. If they connect, cool. If they don't, they're just sitting there. So OP plate. I'm telling y'all, if you do not want to miss out on a banner like that. It's no different from the Celebration of the Nation loot. There's too much good stuff on there that even if you don't get necessarily what you want, you're going to walk away with with something that you may need or something you weren't expecting. You might get a really good surprise. And I got blessed tenfold on there. I mean, I was looking for a waifu, an Acrobat waifu to work on, and lo and behold, pulled Io Sky. Got Raquel Rodriguez for Powerhouse after Zombie Liv goes up. Was able to get mad fuses. Was able to pull Role Model Bailey at 6-star silver when I was considering taking her up to, considering to buy the 5-star gold fuse up pack so I can actually have her on the roster. Did the pulls and went ahead and got her. So this is one of those banners where you don't want to miss out on it. You take advantage of those type of banners, especially if you don't spend like that. 20 loot pulls might not be 40, but when you're getting guaranteed like 10 guaranteed features or 4 guaranteed features, and it's nothing but the cards, it's nothing but the units, the characters themselves, it's worth the gamble. And then they threw in the plates that might have cost you an arm and a leg back in the day. They were right there, so you could pick up multiple like I did. I got 2 Eternal Vigilance plates from doing that 20 pull, let alone everybody else from fuses to new characters. Finally got Arcade Bro on my squad. Couldn't ask for better. And this is one of those things where right here, it's Rock and Roman worth taking up. If you got the NWO plate for the red moves, the beef up and the hit harder, definitely. If you got this Eternal Vigilance plate that allows him to cycle and to keep hitting and just keep stacking and beefing up his move damage, it's going to be worth it. Might take you a couple clicks. There ain't no denying that. But look, we're sitting at the 5 mil, 4 mil. Then we beef it up again. 2 MP charge move. Now we're sitting at 7 mil, 8 mil. He's not going to have a chance. He's not going to survive. And then we bring it on home. We bring it home. And it's over. I was expecting it to be short, sweet, and brief, but we do this live. We don't believe in edits here. We do it raw. So, boom, and blew up the board. Cycled all the way over. That damage adds up. If I had 100% move damage strap on him, it'd be killer. It'd be over. but he does what he needs to do. And this is one of those cool things about certain builds and certain aesthetics. This kills a lot of people. It knocks them dead, and I'm grateful for it. So we got that. I think we even cleared a milestone with it. We might have. We did. I don't know how many coins we're going to get from it, but it's worth a shot. And we got some, so it is what it is. Boom. We are getting close. We are getting close. I was at first going to get the corporate crown because I was thinking about that, like purple and the black, because I already have eternal positivity. But no lie, looking at it and considering it, when all's said and done, I'm probably going to pick up Damian Priest's Judgment Day because his trainer ability is clutch. His trainer ability is monstrous. And then I'm looking at the situation that I got going on, especially considering pulling Io Sky with the black MP and the 100% damage. There's just a lot of concoctions, the +2 that can add up with the NLC buffs. It's definitely going to be worth it. So I know when it's all said and done, I'm walking away with Damian Priest. That plate can wait. I had some regret thinking about it, about, oh no, what about Austin Theory? And then I look at it, I'm like, wait, I don't even use Austin like that. So it's not the end of the world if I don't pick it up now. And it may be back later. But we got through it. We took care of that tour. Another one bites the dust. We're caught up. And then tomorrow is another waifu tour. And that's more points, more milestones. And I'm going to just call it right now. I'm more than likely, because of how high my tech Becky is and the requirements for that, I'm more than likely going to tag her out at a certain point. Because I don't have her gear for the Silence Gem damage. And she's just not going to hit like that. The man was cool back in the day, like 4-star meta and everything. She was good. She was viable. But it's at the end of the day, if you don't have that gear, if you don't have all the bells and whistles for her, she really isn't going to do that much for you. And if anything, the matches are going to take way too long than they need to for you to get certain things. It's just being honest. So I will clear out everything, do the normal and the hard on my own time. I will record hell mode, see how far I get with her. But unlike how I did today with Shinsuke, Shinsuke had chances. He had a time to shine. I'm not going to take him up to 6-star. And quite frankly, the one set did work. It did really work. But because I don't have the strap pass at the moment, it was like, okay, he could have cycled, but he didn't cycle. Things happen. So it's not the end of the world. He could have cycled and he could have got through it. But even then, if the board blessed Logan Paul with a cascade or anything, once the loop starts, just like going up against Acrobat Lift, once they get that loop going, it's hard to come back from it. And with Shinsuke not packing the punch that I needed him to pack, it wouldn't have been worth it. So he's still viable. He'll get you far, but there's no shame in tagging someone out, clearing the content, and getting the points that you need. I'll try again off camera to see what we can do, but it isn't the end of the world either. And as far as this loot goes, I'm torn. I'm torn because on one side, I want to do some pulls on the money in the ZAYN. I'm not taking away from that. I would love to have LA Knight on my squad. I would love to. I would love to get a fuse up now for Io Sky, because that's what she does. Black MP +2, then 100% more move damage. That's sick. That is sick, because when I look at it, once I get her up to where she needs to be, her alongside Tranquilo Andrade on my tech rock is going to be rocking like crazy, because all the moves are going to be hitting even harder. Plus, I have that Fury 200% metal on him. And it's guaranteeing that with the MLC maxed out tour perks, he's going to get his moves off. The botch gem damage is still going to hit even without Bad News Barrett on him or Becky 2 bites on him. He's still going to wreak havoc. He's still going to easily be hitting over 100 mil. So this would be a cool pickup. But then the thing is, like I said, 40 pull with 2 features and RNG's RNG, you could get blessed with a hit. Or just go right to it. 4 features. And then you take a look at these features. Their abilities, their trainer and coaching abilities are highly beneficial. They help. They're going to help you. They're not going to hurt you. And even if there's a lot of meh on there, there's a lot of oh yeah in there. And these are all cards. So you might get shards of somebody. You might get a fuse up, fill up a star. You might be prepping for another talent up. But then when you got someone like this, the double 4, the +8 might as well say, 4 red, 4 green, or you got somebody like Mello, 4 purple, 4 black, it makes things a lot more worth going for it. And then let alone if you pick up Hogan with the gear, his Santa gear plus the moment, then you have someone like Chelsea Green, who's a really good character at A tier. Then what if you get the Bionic Redneck and Stone Cold Steve Austin? These are the type of pulls where I'm saying, like, look, if you have the funds, go ahead and pull on it while it's still available. And even if you get scoped in a good way, because even still, with all these characters, there's still good hits in the bronze. You might not pull them at 6-star silver. You can pull them at bronze. And even then, you got these type of plates. These type of plates are going to change the game for you. You just saw what Eternal Vigilance did for my Rockin' Roman. Monster. So, and it lets you know the possibilities that could come in the future with the other type of setups for plates. These are the type of plates that can make a character that might have been about to be shunned by the 6-star gold meta, breathe some new life into them. So I'm just saying, while this is up, you definitely want to try your shot at this. Get some fuses, get some shards to take them up all the way so you can save your shards for take up other characters another day. Skill plates that are really beneficial to you, bronze or silver, benefit you and help out your roster. Or you can be taking home a top tier go-to trainer or coach or heavy hitter, husbando or waifu. But it blessed me. I hope it blesses you. But that is the video, y'all. Money in the Zank, day 3, MLC limited time tour, taken care of, cleared. King Shinsuke did what he could. Nakamura did what he could. But we had to close it out with the Tribal Chief doing it legend style. And now we see why everyone acknowledges him. But with that being said, y'all. Hey, yo. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last. But champions do. I got nothing but love for each and every single one of you, of my beloved champions fam. Mad respect to all of y'all. Make sure, if you enjoyed this video, to like the video, share the video, drop some comments down below so we can chop it up like fam is supposed to. Keep in touch with one another, see what moves people are making or how this content is treating you. And most importantly, make sure to subscribe to the channel to be up to date on anything your guy, the bad guy of WWE Champions, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment, is doing around the town for each and every single one of you, my champions crew. So stay tuned for the shorts, gameplay, pulls, some blog breakdowns while we break it down, smashing gems and taking names. So good pulling to all of y'all. Enjoy your upcoming Independence Day weekend. Let the good times roll tenfold. And stay tuned. Until next time, y'all. Peace.